That's right. We don't need no intro. You guys were expecting it, but no, we didn't do the thing because look it. We got Brandon. We have Toby and Logan. How's it? Oh no,
Oh,
Logan's not here.
Was Logan here last week?
Yes.
Yeah, he was here. He did show up about 12 to 15 minutes late because he runs on Eastern Standard Logan time, but he was here, and we saved the picker wheel question from a couple of weeks ago that I think you remember, but maybe you don't. But I think it needs to be one where both you and Logan are here about pickles.
Oh, yeah.
We saved it. We couldn't do pickles, and we couldn't do the there was a movie one that was fun as well. We couldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it without you, but we're super excited, and I'm glad that you're back, and I'm glad that you're doing well, and I'm glad that you're still somewhat bearded.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing. And I do apologize for everybody for my internet. Apparently, when I get on StreamYard, and StreamYard, I'm calling you out. You suck. My internet's completely fine. Not that I have like super high speed internet, but I just tested. It was 79 down, wired in. And for whatever reason, the last 2 shows, you've really let me down. So maybe we're gonna go over to restream.io.
I mean, I can't say for sure, but I think Brandon and I look all right. Maybe it's just you, bro.
Maybe it is me. All right, take.
Man, it could just be an upgrade that's needed. We don't know.
Maybe. I will say this. When we had to think about whether Logan was here or not, that lets you know everything about Logan.
Yes, Eastern Standard Logan. But all kidding aside, he does coach baseball, and I think that I heard that he was and it's a pretty cool opportunity. Obviously, the Baseball Hall of Fame. Again, we're not a sports show, but it's in Cooperstown, New York, which is a couple of hours away from us. And the school that he coaches has the opportunity each year to play on Doubleday Field. And that's cool. A really not just an amazing thing for the coaches to be able to coach on that field, but the players to be able to play on a field like Doubleday is just something that they'll never forget. But I think they do have a game there today, so I doubt he is going to make it. But either way, shitty internet or not, the show must go on. This is episode 135. A man did something in his shoebox 10 years ago, and we're going to talk about it. And NASA has a new plan how to attract aliens, apparently. Yeah. And we also have another article that we might get to that is interesting, to say the least. I didn't want to put it in the title because it's a little bit, what do the cool kids say? Spicy? Some spicy stuff. But quick, we'll say hi to all the people that are here. Joe said first, but he wasn't first. He's having a hard time counting. It's a tough thing to do. And then I said, happy Cinco de Mayo. Or mayo or mayonnaise, and we can argue about the best type of mayonnaise because everybody's happy about the mayonnaise today, and I'm not really sure why, but I guess we'll figure that out. Lalita says, happy Revenge of the 5th. That's right. I see what you did there. Hey, everybody. And then they're just talking to each other because they're awesome, and they're good. And then we got Elo in here. Thank you so much again to Nita and Elo for sending over some articles. We appreciate it. We got Copper John's beard in the house. What's up, my dude? And we got Dustin. What's up, everybody? All right, so let's just give a quick little update. If you guys want to say what you guys have been up to, obviously, Toby's been up to some stuff. My internet stinks, so it's a good time for you guys to talk about
it. Toby's much worse with what he's going through and getting beat up, but I threw my back out on Saturday, and I haven't been able to create any videos or do anything else, and just slowly making it back as a fat man who eats too much food. And just started exercising 3 weeks ago, and all of a sudden now my back's like, you know what? Fuck you. All right. What happened to pizza and couch time?
That's what it is. Is your back is like, why are we doing this? Hey guys, we gotta figure out a way to get him back on the couch. Nerves, step up.
We are out.
Nice. I myself had surgery last Friday, which is why I wasn't here because I had to make sure that I was up and ready to go for surgery. Finally had surgery on the tendon on my arm. First night, the night of that I had the surgery, that later that night was the most pain I've ever been in my entire life. I'm not even joking.
Damn.
I've been shot and stabbed, and this was way worse. Ended up vomiting like twice from the pain alone.
Damn.
Painkillers weren't doing anything. I mean, it was just bad. It was bad. But finally got all that under control. Then I became extremely constipated because they didn't give me stool softeners to go with my opiates, which don't do that, kids. Don't do that. finally pooped this morning after a 2-hour fight with my toilet. So thank you very much. And then I had my follow-up today, and they took all my wrappings and everything off and gave me this cool
the Dabber 3000.
Yeah, the Dabber 3000 brace. So, and that's where we're at. And they said it's going to be earliest will be 4 months, but latest will be about 6 months before I can do normal lifting again. So,
wow. No, I'm glad. I guess, all things considered, the surgery seemed to go fairly well from there. And
he said it was textbook.
Ooh, well, that's exactly what you want a surgeon to say. Whether
he showed us the X-rays, and he was like, seriously, he goes, this surgery went so well. I want to send your X-rays in so that they can be changed out in our books on what this should look like.
Wow.
I was like,
Wow, that's awesome. I'm gonna let you guys talk. I'm gonna try to restart the browser. This is bad. I'll be back.
Okay. He's getting blurrier and blurrier. Is your doctor asking to use your X-ray photos the same as a girl asking for dick pics? No.
Because he's already got the photos.
Okay. Now, when you say textbook, I just was reminded of when my friend, and different completely, threw his shoulder out and dislocated it. So we literally put a softball under his arm and popped it back in. Much better. I can see your face now.
Thank you. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's clear as a bell now. Maybe it was just your browser, bro.
Yes. Shout out to Google Chrome. Thank you for letting me down. StreamYard. Maybe I'm sorry, but pretty much I'm not. So the hell with you still. Throw me some credit or something. Again. Oh, there it goes again.
just stop focusing on it, bro. Like your camera. Stop focusing.
Fair enough. We're just gonna move on with it. But
I can see the anger through the pixels.
You can just the furrowed brow, the like, not that you can see much of Matt's lips regardless, but when all of a sudden they just disappear and you're like, oh, he's not happy.
No, we're gonna go with plan B real quick. So you guys continue, and then we're gonna get in these articles. I'll be right back after these messages.
I don't know what plan B is. What is plan? Is he going to switch over to his cell phone?
I don't know plan B either, but I have another computer I'm debating. But I'm going to try a different browser.
I see the pixels dividing at an alarming rate.
He's got mitosis going on his damn on his webcam.
When he left, there was 8 pixels.
I tell you what, if I had $1 for every pixel on Matt's camera tonight, I'd have a whole 15 cents.
Oh, good times. How you been otherwise?
I've been great, man. We've been doing well. I mean, we lost another duck last night, which is sad because it's the one that we spent 3 months on bringing him back to health.
Oh no.
Yeah, and we just forgot to lock him up last night. And hey, what's up, brother? We just forgot to lock up the ducks last night and came out this morning and he was missing. And we're pretty certain a stray animal got him.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What are you on now? Are you on Firefox?
Firefox. We went to Firefox.
Yeah, I mean, you sound like shit, but you look great.
Oh, does it sound bad?
Yeah, your microphone.
Like Logan used to, yeah.
Yeah, like Logan. Like you're at a far distance. Okay, let's not put a paw on that elbow, buddy. All right.
Oh, I know what's going on.
Did it select the wrong microphone?
I'm not logged in, so I don't know how it still sounds like shit.
Actually, that sounds a little bit better. Whatever you just did.
I didn't do anything.
Oh well, it sounds better now.
Okay, let's go with it.
So Toby, you got your pump action back, or you're just a right-handed man?
I'm a right-handed man. What's nice is that like all of this is numb, and so that kind of adds to this part being numb. Now, if I like stroke my forearm here while I'm stroking here with just these fingers, I've got the real strainer where it won't even feel like I'm touching myself on either spot. It's like automated.
East.
I'm more of I'm a right-handed man, but I'm a backhanded left stroker is what I like to do. It's interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
You can just see Matt is just so frustrated having to fuck with everything right now. He hasn't stopped tinkering since his video came up. He has not stopped tinkering. Look at him. He's like,
You can call me Tinkerbell.
right now, he's that guy from Wayne's World 2, where he's like,
Yes, the radio host.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I can't feature comments, so I was going to do a thing. But either way, if you guys want to get into an article before the world breaks down again for my StreamYard?
Let's do it.
Let's do the thing. So the first one we talked about is a man did something inside a shoebox. And of course, naturally, we're all going to go with the perverted route, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's perverted. But I want you guys to give a quick guess on what you guys think this person did in a shoebox. And then while you guys are guessing, I have to figure out now how I can share this screen if I decide to, because currently I cannot.
Because you're not logged in.
I'm a guest to my own show.
But why did you join by clicking your own link?
Yeah.
Bro, just get out and then just go to StreamYard.com and log in as yourself and join.
I'm just waiting for the verification code.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna go the dirty route. I'm gonna say he's shit in a shoebox.
Okay, 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Okay, we got a shit in the shoebox 10 years ago. Oh, and to top it off, Toby, when I add to the frustration, I got a new phone today, so now I have to set up the email on my phone. This is a Cinco de Mayo I'll never forget.
This is fucking Cinco de Nightmare.
Worst Cinco de Mayo ever. And I don't even really love mayonnaise.
So I'm going to go with, I've been watching too many YouTube and TikTok videos of dudes creating like atmospheres within glass jars of like a
diorama.
Yes. But with like bugs and dirt and like growth. So I'm going to guess that he did something terrible into this shoebox and has been growing his own atmosphere inside of it for the last 10 years.
Okay. And then in the comments that I can't feature, we have a toenail clippings, and we have giggity and terrarium. Lalita says terrarium. And so you guys were both kind of close. 10 years ago, a man jizzed in a shoebox. In the internet,
that was my number one answer.
It
doesn't have to be, kinky. I'm like, damn it. Okay, I'm not going with that then, because I feel like he's throwing us a bone.
Please tell me you don't have a picture.
Oh, I do. Just can't show it right at this moment. And the best part is, so let me give you a visual. There's the picture in the article. I don't think is the actual shoebox, but there's a shoebox with 10 drawn out, which appears to be frosting, but kind of looks like cum, and then a cupcake right in the middle of it. Yeah, so 10 years ago, a man jizzed in a shoebox. The internet was never the same. In early May 2012, Reddit history was made with an offhanded answer to a simple question. What's a secret that could ruin you if it got out? Thousands of comments describing the full kind of human interactions and all of the amazing things that happens on Reddit just kind of flooded in. But there was one comment by a user, Lynfect, Lynfect, stood out. Not for the actual secret, which was about stealing cash from a family member after a funeral, but for a throwaway comment attached to it. Oh, in my cum box. So apparently Reddit does what Reddit does. And if you guys have been on there, they continue to press what was going on. So, well, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a shoebox, or at least once was. And whenever I masturbate, I come into it. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, I think, or so. So it has a fair amount of cum in it. It smells atrocious, and I tried to burn it once. When I lit it on fire, it was too damp due to the cum that it just kind of simply sizzled and didn't manage to actually light up. Turns out burning cum smells awful. So I had to spray it with deodorant body spray just to get the old smell of burnt cum away. It also has some drenched paper stuck to it. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can't make that shit up.
There's a Sebastian Maniscalco. I don't know what the hell his name is, comedian. Sebastian something.
I know who you're talking about.
He had this bit.
Kind of.
Yeah, really heavy. He has this bit. He's like, back in the day, these people they stayed away. They didn't come out of the light. The internet has brought these people out. And this is an example of like something like we didn't need to know ever. We didn't need it to be in the center of society. That could have stayed in the darkness for the rest of humanity, and we would have been just fine.
Somebody said it could have stayed in the box.
Like thin cardboard is what this person's choice of container was, is what really baffles me. Like you couldn't find like a good Pyrex, container or something.
So he didn't line it with anything?
No, it's just straight like seeping out of the corners and shit. Like,
yeah, and then the article continues to go. And thank you to BuzzFeedNews.com. You guys are absolutely amazing. First time I've ever been there, but I'm off to a good start with you. Just goes on about the Reddit and the chain and everything like that, and apparently this isn't the first person that's been on Reddit about coming into weird things, because apparently there was somebody called the 4channer who collected semen in a jar containing a My Little Pony figurine. Or the 2000
4chan is the original.
What's that?
4chan is the original.
4chan was the original, and then apparently there was somebody in 2020 that had a Minion cum jar project, which also has links to it. Guy in 4chan just coming all over that. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Yeah, Reddit's a weird place. If you guys haven't checked it, make sure you guys go to reddit.com/beardlaws. It's not going to get you anywhere, but if you go to beardlaws.com/Finlay, you could potentially get one of the last 18 Triple T hats. That's right. Okay. That will work. Reddit's not going to work.
Actually, it says the Tupperware burp.
Tupperware burp. Imagine the release of this smell. And then he burned it and then probably kept the box. Do you think after he burned it, he continued to come in it?
Oh, I bet. I have no doubt. Somebody like that, absolutely. Absolutely. That's not going to stop him.
Mm-mm.
If he's already done that, that's not stopping him.
What a weird thing.
I think Brandon's is like, I don't even want to think about it.
He's thinking about it.
I'm just thinking of the smell of damp cardboard anyway, much less damp DNA-ridden
just that
cardboard.
Like musty, mildewy, kind of wet cardboard.
Every time it had a chance to dry, it came back with another load, probably.
Just another set of ropes being thrown in there.
God. You ever think he took the box and just like shook it around to cover all the hole?
Just like coated it like it's like it's an epoxy. Maybe when it dries, it'll seal all the cracks.
Some shake and bake chicken technique, you think?
No.
Just a disturbing sound.
I'm just seeing the smoke ring billowing off of the cum box as he tries, and it sizzles, and he gets a whiff of it.
Be a good prank box though, throw some plain donuts in there and shake them up. Let it dry up a little bit. Bring those to the next party.
Oh, throw some glitter in it. Be festive and shit. Where's the article here? And I do apologize that I can't show you guys again, but there's. Let's see. So apparently he did say that he hates, but he loves the box, just as he hates and loves himself. I wish and this is what he said. I wish that I could tell you that I found. Oh no, this is the article. Sorry, that they found Linfect and interviewed him to reflect this viral whatever 10 years ago, but they did not. So that's it. Let's try to get Linfect on the show next week. So if anybody wants to start hitting up the conversation, about this, let's get him on the show for next week. We'll bring him back. Linfect on Reddit. Start spamming them if you would like. CT says, WTF conversation did I just walk into? Nick H says, what's up? Everyone, he's yelling at us all. And Grim says, Nick, we found your shoebox. And apparently, if we found your shoebox, Nick, apparently we found that you are Linfect on Reddit, and potentially there's a
it's a nice pen name.
Funny. And this isn't on Grim. This is in the article. It says he is a cumbox. Lady Macbeth desperately trying to wash the splooge from his hands.
Oh God!
What a great
out damn spot.
What a great line in that article. That's the best line in the article. There's a lot of words in this article. I don't know if they were being paid by the word, but Katie Notopoulos. Holy O's in this name. Notopoulos.
She is Samoan, or Hawaiian, or Islander of some sort.
Based on the picture, that is the size of a dime. Doesn't look that route, but that is a whole hell of a lot of O's. Probably the Guinness record. But, either way, Katie is a senior technology reporter for BuzzFeed, and they're based in New York. So if you guys want to tell Katie how well she did, it's Katie@buzzfeed.com. Feel free to email that. And if you take a shit, I know, Toby, you've been struggling a little bit, but if you ever want to take a poop pic, Logan at beardlaws.com. Everybody can feel free to email and be like, where are you? Why aren't you here? Why are you on a bus with a bunch of high school kids? A lot of questions.
I could have taken some photos of the Titanic anchors I fucking dropped in the middle of the night last night. Holy shit.
Oh, we got a code. We got a StreamYard code that took about 4 hours to get here. StreamYard desperately needs you to step your game up here, okay? That's what we need you to do here. So I'm gonna press this button. I might get lost for a minute. I'll be right back after these messages.
It's just you, me, and a barking dog, Brandon. Do you hear it? She's trying to let you know she's here.
You know, I haven't. Oh, he's back.
I feel like I'm on the Beards and Bullshit podcast over here.
All right, did you log in as yourself now?
I did. Check this out. Bam! Comments again. You guys really want to see that picture, didn't you?
Yes, of course. This dog.
Allow StreamYard to see your screen. Yeah, let's do the thing. Yeah, allow. Oh, that's fancy.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck BuzzFeed and whatever fucking intern thought this was a good idea.
I think it's a good idea. Would you rather see a box that had been burned full of actual semen?
Honestly, I feel like it would have been a smarter idea if they would have used what was it? What is it? Purell? Not yeah, if they would have used Purell or Pantene Pro V to do the numbers.
Yeah, I mean that's thick. I mean, nobody comes that thick, right?
I mean, they'd have to be awfully dehydrated.
Right? Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. Brandon's like, mine's
Don't
a
make me laugh too hard.
My
lower back can't take the laughs like that.
Yeah, so that's a little, and look at the words on this. Look at this name. How would you guys even say that? Notopoulos?
It's definitely Greek, I believe.
Let's go Greek.
Natopoulos.
Yeah, I heard too many O's and S and P's, so I was thinking, yeah, I think I'm with you. I think it's Natopoulos, which it would be Greek, but the way that he was making it, like it sounded like it had a couple of extra O's and P's and U's. I'm like, that's Islander.
I mean, I just said it. Notopoulos. That's a lot of O's.
Yeah, it's a lot of vowels in one word.
Right there. Have you not gone live on TikTok? Or
I didn't think that this was the format to discuss that, but no, I have not, because every time I do, they shut me down for about 7 days after about 10 minutes of being live.
But we're super thankful that you found us, Amanda.
If you would like to see me live, I go live pretty much daily over on High Notes.
Mm-hmm.
HINOTES. It's in your iOS and Android app store. See you there.
Same username, correct?
Yeah, it's just Toby. It's just Toby.
You're like Prince. You're just getting down or P Diddy.
Yeah, I got rid of the they call me Toby pretty much everywhere except for I think Twitch.
Yeah, because they know what they're gonna call you.
Yeah.
It's Toby. All right, so that was it from BuzzFeed, and we got another article. So NASA has a way that they think that they are going to be able to kind of attract aliens. Is
it by getting funding again?
Potentially. I mean, if you guys want some guesses, feel free to, just toss them out there.
Nothing.
I haven't read it. This is audacity.com. Is that like a real site or a fake site?
I'm gonna say threaten their technology.
Okay. Brandon.
Question.
What is the question again?
Yes.
Or are you going to ask me a question?
No. I didn't. Hear the question.
So NASA is going to do something that they think is going to attract aliens. What do you think they're
going to attract aliens?
Yep.
Yeah. Haven't they been deemed useless now with everything that Mr. Musk is doing and the lack of funding they're getting from the federal government?
I have no idea.
But to answer your question, try harder, I guess. I have no idea.
Okay. See, and I don't know, maybe this is a real website, maybe it's not, but it's audacity.com. Thank you. If you're a real website, I do apologize just a little bit for calling you out, maybe. But headline: NASA to send naked pictures of humans into space in order to attract aliens.
It is only aliens.
Yes.
It is only aliens. They're sending only aliens.com material.
And Grimm and Lolita were on the same
Honey,
page.
aliens might see you.
It's real. Okay, Grimm says it's a real website.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely a real website. I've been on there
let's
before.
check this out. So we start off with scientists have long tried to establish contact with forms of life and have continually turned up unsuccessful. So NASA is now deciding to exhaust all options. NASA is planning on sending naked pictures of humans into space with the hope of attracting aliens to us, along with the invitation to respond to the pics, should the aliens so choose. Could you imagine we start sending nudes out there and then we start seeing alien dicks and alien boobs and stuff?
Just a whole bunch of unsolicited alien dick being sent back.
Now, and this is not to potentially just get Toby all fired up or Brandon all fired up about the alien talk, but do you really think aliens potentially look like they do on the movies? And I know it's like having some pictures and some shit been released recently from whatever. I didn't see them. I don't really know, but do you think that's what they look like?
Do I think that they're like bipedal, like two-legged, two-armed, big-headed like us kind of things?
Like the big-headed, skinny, just...
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think any of us do. I think I do like the idea that with as vast as space is and as vast as the stars and planets are, that we are the only ones. I don't know if I could agree with that.
I agree with you.
I also don't believe that having that belief that potential for life exists out there does anything to ruin any of your religions. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think those two things can coexist in the same sphere.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, do they look like us? I mean, I guess I could see how that could be, but they could come out looking like the aliens on South Park with a whole bunch of different,
It could be like Starship Troopers, just a bunch of alien bugs. I mean,
it's true. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different forms out there. I guess my thing is like usually, maybe they could be like the Men in Black type things, or maybe the aliens are already here and they're in there. But yeah, ET only fans.
Lillette, take me to your mommy milkers, mama.
Just, I mean, different strokes for different folks. But I mean, if they're the typical aliens that we're used to seeing, I mean, I don't know if I want to see them naked. But at the same point, would they show up naked anyways? Or I have to imagine if they can get to us, they're probably going to be wearing something.
I have to agree with Lillette that they were already here. They saw kids doing the Tide Pod challenge on fucking TikTok, and they're like, "Fuck this place! They're going to destroy themselves."
Yep. Yeah, this one's gonna. Yeah, we don't want this one. So apparently NASA has not reached out and tried to seek any volunteers for the pictures. They're actually just drawings of a naked man and a woman next to a depiction of DNA. The man and woman are also waving in an attempt to look. That just sounds stupid. Like they were like, hey, let's draw pictures of naked people and
just
wave.
the fucking Griswolds with a fucking DNA fucking double helix next to him.
Yeah, I mean... And they have a name for the project. Does anybody want to guess the name of the project?
Well, it's definitely not Jizzbox.
Could you
I have no idea.
The project is called Beacon in the Galaxy, BITG. I mean, NASA, for being a bunch of smart, like really intelligent, high IQ people, you are not that creative. Like anybody in our chat who are way smarter than myself and in us, we could come up with better names and better ideas, and we know that we have better content that we could send them.
I feel like there's so many wasted opportunities there.
Right?
These are the people who sent movable mechanical vehicles to Mars, took pictures and sent it millions of miles back, and now they're just sending dick pics to aliens. Really?
Unsolicited dick pics.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm curious. I wish they would show a picture of these, but apparently there's nothing in there. But
like, why not at least like Da Vinci's Perfect Man or something like that?
Yeah, I mean they're sending drawings with DNA patterns in it. Like I mean, maybe that's what turns aliens on. We don't know. I don't know. I've never known. I mean, I could have hung out with some aliens. I don't know, but just a weird thing. Just a weird. Even the New York Post covered it. NASA to launch pictures of humans into space to hope to track aliens, and of course, they just have a generic UFO picture.
Kim Kardashian will be the first one to volunteer so that she can say that her nudes were leaked into space.
Hey, I mean, it's got to be better. I guess it's attracted a whole bunch of men into her life. It's got to maybe potentially attract an alien. But the Pioneer Plaques. So sending naked pictures into space is nothing new to NASA. Apparently, the article says. So the Pioneer Plaques sent to space on the 1972 Pioneer 10 and 1973 Pioneer 11 missions also featured drawings of naked humans. They are attached to the antennas of the crafts and are still sailing away from Earth to this day. So we did it in the 70s with some drawings, and now it is 2022, and we're going to try the same thing. Aren't we supposed to be intelligent? Show them we're intelligent and evolve a little bit? Why not make like Elon Musk? He sent a whole rocket into space that looked like a dick. And we're just going to send drawings?
Wasn't that Bezos sent the dick rocket?
Bezos. Yeah, sorry, Bezos. Sorry.
Yeah, Musk just sent rockets and a car. And a car.
Yeah. So Elon and Bezos, why don't you guys get together and let's show them our best. You know, like, I mean, there's got to be, you know, some 3D stuff we could send. There's got to be something better if we're gonna offer up some stuff to aliens and attract them. Why are drawings gonna do it?
Kappa is fine. She's just senile. She's borking into the ether right now. She's not at anything. She does this all night, every night, starting at like 6 o'clock.
Was it early 80s we sent that, like all those songs and stuff out there that we're going to be playing on a loop, like on a oh god, what was it? Not Gene Roddenberry, the other dude, the space guy. Anyway, we sent like the Beatles and a bunch of other like really awesome recordings out playing on like radio frequencies that could be heard by anybody who could pick it up out into wherever. Now we're sending dick pictures.
Not even just drawing, and maybe the drawings are really nice. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but I do want to acknowledge the fact that you just said the Beatles and awesome in the same sentence. I just want to throw that out there. You did say that, Brandon. It's live on the internet.
I've said it's true. You did say it.
I've said before.
Even I picked up on it.
See, I've said before that the Beatles were groundbreaking and influential, and that alone, the bands that they influenced that I really enjoy, show like the impact they had on music, pop music and otherwise. I don't like it or them because they play. You, Toby. Now do a handstand, you bastard.
Don't challenge him.
I know, don't.
He's full of shit right now. Okay,
I am full of shit right now.
Not as much, all right? Yeah, yes. But no, I don't enjoy them and wouldn't choose to listen to them. I've heard so much Beatles. It's just, you know.
I do apologize because just like Toby, there are certain things that trigger you, and that was one of them. I was expecting a little bit of arousal, but you played at the professionalism, just like you are a professional.
Very proud, consummate professional.
Constant. Yes, Brandon is being held hostage. That's his keyword, that he is not safe. Oh, shit. Brandon is not safe. He said Beatles is awesome in the same sentence. What I find interesting on Audacity.com is the latest news. One of the articles is listen to Dallas Cowboy players do their best Chewbacca impression. Not going to attract aliens, not going to attract me to that headline. Then the world's tallest dog lives in Bedford. Randy Jackson on his healthy lifestyle changes.
Bedford. I can't help but hear Bedford and think that's how it has to be pronounced. Bedford.
That's weird because that's how I heard it in my head too. Weird. Either way. Yeah. So we have one more article. We got one more article that was sent over. This one is that kind of little bit of a spicy one. All right. This comes from the UK because it wouldn't be in our, a thing without some UK news. And this one is from Liverpool Echo News. All right. And let's go ahead and click the thing. Okay, so this person charges men 120 squiggly lines an hour to be something.
Did you say to be something?
To be something. Yep.
Squiggly lines.
Euro.
Babies.
Okay, so this person charges men 120 euros to be something. We got Toby thinks babies.
This guy charges men?
I think it's a female. It's a grandmother.
Oh, diaper changer.
Babies. Got to be babies.
I'm not it's not babies. And I feel a little weird about saying this word, but it's in the article. And Nan charges men 120 euro an hour to be her slave.
Oh!
To be her slave. So one scenario saw Sherry Lever walk a man like a dog, tie him to a tree, and leave him there.
Sexual slave. Sexual slave.
Yes. So a grandmother who was left financially embarrassed, they put the quotations on it, after her divorce now charges men 120 euro an hour to humiliate them. Apparently that's a tough word. After being encouraged to do so by her daughter. Okay. So
it's called a depreciation. It's called a depreciation fetish.
Sherry Lever, who goes by the name of Mistress Sophia, turned her conservatory into a fetish playroom after initially starting out working on phone lines. She said she needed some income after parting ways from her husband. The 70-year-old appeared on ITV's This Morning on Tuesday to tell co-host Holly, last name not even going to try to pronounce, and Philip, another name definitely not going to try to pronounce.
Your mouth will fart?
Her daughter who pushed her into the job. British names are pretty difficult, apparently, for me to pronounce. I'm going to guess. I'm going to go with Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield.
Was there an O-U-G-H in there for Obi? Yeah, you got it right.
And Schofield, did that start with S-C-H-O?
Yeah.
Yep. You got it. You got it, buddy.
Reading it for the first time ever and not proofreading like I probably should. I might have got it, but I stalled and then reread it 12 times in my brain. So we got there. And so this lady, again, Sherry Lever, she said, I've had a few mishaps along the way. Fair enough. One guy in the beginning said he was really into water sports, and I thought, happy days. And I said, I've done a bit of jet skiing. And he put down his phone. Holly replied, so you were learning on the job, Sophia said. Yes, I had to ring my daughter, and I said, what did I do wrong? She clued me in, and I have done a lot of Googling. So she apparently noticed that a lot of men and people that have responded to things wanted to be dominated. So the daughter said, Mom, you're doing this for peanuts. Do it for real. So that's what I did, and I haven't looked back. When asked if she is a sex worker, Sophia said, absolutely not. Unfortunately, we are in a gray area. They don't really know where to put us. We get classified as sex workers. That automatically means we have sex. I'm on a mission for people to understand that we do not. So she's not having any of the sex. She's not having any.
I guess it'd be just more of a fetish worker.
Yeah. So, and it's really awkward that the ads. It's just weird ads, because next it's just a pile of money and then a whole bunch of like British Kid Network stuff.
That's an odd thing to put British Kid Network attached to.
The Kids Network. Take a look at these bras, and then there's stop annoying dog barking in seconds.
Well, there you go, Toby.
Tell me.
It includes
any dog barking in seconds, and it's harmless. Seriously, it's called the Barks Stop. BARX Stop.
If it has to do with sound, it's not going to work.
That only dogs can hear. The sound works on all dogs. It grabs their attention, stops their barking or fighting, and seems to calm them down. Military dog handlers use it. Vets, police officers, and delivery people too.
I can't use that. She's deaf.
Yeah. Well,
which is why her bark sounds so weird. It's halfway between a dog that's had its vocal cords severed and a dog that fully barks. She doesn't bark, she borks, and she's not sure how loud she is, so she goes, "Whoa, whoa."
It's weird because in the picture, the way that the advertisement is, it looks like it's a device that's put on top of a dog's head, and it has nothing to do with putting a device on the dog's head. I don't know. Either way, there was a sponsored one, and apparently we can't help it out. But yeah, just interesting. And that is our UK news. We were going to have some Florida news. Zach said he sent something over, and then I looked for it, and then he didn't send it. Apparently, that's a tough thing. But Ruth says happy Cinco de Mayo. So that what's your guys' favorite mayo? Since it's a day full of mayonnaise, apparently.
Not Duke's.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Since I started trying it, that truff standard mayo that they make, God, it's amazing.
Huh?
I'm not a fan of mayo anyway. I don't prefer it. I like my mayo mixed in with my stuff behind the scenes. Okay. Now that after what we just watched,
in a shoebox that is not burnable.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, oh man,
I'm no longer eating egg salad or tuna salad ever again. But I'll eat mayo that way. But if you give me a sandwich, I'd just rather have butter or hot sauce on it. I don't need any or mustard. I don't need any mayo.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been on a kick when I do eat tuna that I mix it with hot sauce.
So if you guys see me constantly looking over, it's because for those of you that don't know, here's a little bit of knowledge for you. You know that they say that you learn something new every day. Pigs ovulate as often as humans every 21 days. And when they do, they become like just little temper tantrum having toddlers. And they all react differently. We have one that what does your pig do? She'll jump up on you and she's like super needy for attention. The other one is just as needy for attention, but what she does is she takes that really hard spade-like nose and she'll rut into you and like rip at you. But she also goes around and she knocks over chairs and she rips apart boxes. And right now, I know you guys can't really see because of the lighting. Here, flip that light on real quick. You got a pig right behind us who will not stop rooting at the wife because she wants attention. If the wife moves, she'll follow her. Watch. Now come on back. Give it a second. Just give it a second. She's walking her around the kitchen table. Here you go. Oh, she's gonna come over to me. Nope. Oh no, here she goes. Wow. So we've looked for vets and everything like that in our area. Nobody will touch the pigs. Really? Nobody. No.
You should have brought them in for surgery when you went in. Be like, hey,
yeah, right.
Nothing, doc. Nice. So hey, I learned something new today. So mayonnaise, Hellman's. I love the Hellman's. We got a garlic mayo. I'd be down for some garlic mayo, but that's not the question. But if anybody wants to know, we're gonna jump into the picker wheel. This is the picker wheel. If you have any questions, anything at all, whether you have a little bit of a dirty mind or you just want just a generic question like what's your favorite little Debbie snack? Ask us. We'll put it on the picker wheel. Again, we had the pickle. Question. I'd love to save it to watch Toby and Logan battle, and we'll hopefully jump into that next week. I feel like we need to save it. That's the notes. This is the picker wheel. Let's go. Oh, okay. Toby's here, so we can do some movie talk. Favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
Okay.
Oh, I think Toby froze.
No, he's thinking.
Oh, that is a thinking face.
It is, but he froze.
Yes.
Raising Arizona was great, but I wouldn't say that's my favorite. I'm going to go with cheesy 90s movie.
Okay.
Cheesy 90s action movie. And I'm going to go with Face Off.
Oh, that's what I would have picked. Mainly because when I think Nicolas Cage, that's what I think. Oh, that's Toby's. Look at right there. That is I'm about to react to that. That's
holy crap. All right. So
he's back.
My internet just went like I did speed test. It said 0.02 Mbps per minute or per second. I was like,
I can relate. This is episode 135 of the Beard Laws podcast. We're going to dub this as the technical difficulty episode because it's been everywhere.
I'm sorry if Brandon already said his, but if he did, could you repeat it?
So I just want to say briefly, Face Off. There's 2 lines from the movie. If I were to let you suck my tongue, would you be grateful? And I could eat a peach for hours. The 2 Nicolas Cage lines from that movie that were delivered just so greatly. And it's a terrible movie. I mean, it's a shitty action movie from the 90s.
Yeah.
But anyway, those are my 2 favorite.
So my favorite Nicolas Cage movie, I'm gonna have to put it as a tie. And I'm gonna have to. It's actually 2 more recent movies. Okay. And the reason why is because they allow Nicolas Cage to be like over the top Nicolas Cage, because that's what the role is asking for. He's not being over the top Nicolas Cage at an inappropriate time where it doesn't make sense. And the older of the 2 movies, one is called, I believe it's just called Mom and Dad. If you haven't seen it, it's phenomenal. It's just where something happens and all these parents just like snap and they all just go kill their children. Wow. And he just gets to be psychotic, like over the top Nick Cage.
He's a parent in that movie, I'm guessing.
Yes, he's one of the parents in the movie. And it's kind of like a psychological thriller / comedy. Just because of like the situations and everything, but it's so good. I think it might still be on Netflix. The other one, if you haven't seen it, is probably one of his latest movies. And if you haven't seen it, he does not have a speaking role in the entire movie, and he is the star. It is called Willy's Wonderland, and it is fucking awesome.
Oh shit!
Imagine Five Nights at Freddy's if they were stuck in there with like John Rambo.
Wow.
Like if the animatronics were stuck in with like John Rambo. It is amazing.
Interesting. No, I have not seen it, but again, I'm not a huge movie guy, but I do believe that he was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and that's a good movie. So I'm going to go with that. And Brandon did say before he cut out, he also said that Raising Arizona was a good one, and then he said Face Off as well. So I wouldn't argue with that. And to be honest, I don't know a ton of movies other than the ones that we've talked about that he was in. But I will think that he is I think he's a fantastic actor.
Angel's favorite is The Rock.
Okay,
another good
Sean
one.
Connery. That was actually another really well done one. But again, he's like over the top at times when there's no need to. And that's why I picked the 2 that I did, because you finally get to see Nick Cage be completely over the top, because that's what the role's like. We need Nick Cage.
Speaking of The Rock, what do you think of Ed Harris as an actor?
Oh, I love him, but I've gotten into this discussion with the director that I work with, John Johnson, aka D-Flix. I know some of you guys know him. Ed Harris is one of these guys that can play a bad guy, but he's never going to be believable as the bad guy. Like at some point in time, even if he's playing the bad guy, like in The Rock, there's still going to be a moment where he shines as still being a morally good person.
Yeah.
National treasure.
He's like your dad.
Yeah. And my pinnacle movie with Ed Harris is The Abyss.
Yeah.
So this has nothing to do with that, but this is something that was all over the news. I didn't see it until pretty much before we went this live, was the Chappelle getting attacked on stage. Did you guys see that last night?
Yes.
Like physically?
Yes.
Yeah, physically like attacked on stage while one of his shows. And the person that attacked him then ran backstage. Security then got the better of him. He ended up in the hospital, rightfully so. But and I don't know if this was true, but apparently Chris Rock was at the show and asked if that was Will Smith.
Yeah.
So that's funny. That's going to be a shot. That's going to be some content gold, I think, for him anymore. But just one of those things. Another bizarre moment where I think people are just a little bit out of their mind. Like of all the, I guess I could see Chappelle of some of the comedians and some of the topics that he does say potentially getting attacked. But
now here's the thing. This is another thing. I'm going to bring this up with. This was a conversation that I had with John Johnson. This happened.
To stab him?
This is what happened, and I'm so sorry about my dog in the background, you guys.
That's fine.
But this is something that John Johnson and I talked about as to why what Will Smith did is going to be detrimental to the comedian, to the comedian persona and everything like that. If we allow this to happen because somebody didn't like what was said by a comedian, and we all know comedians push the boundaries, right? Of a lot of times of good taste, or, you know, that too soon moment. If you allow somebody to go up and just freely belt somebody because they don't like what they heard, more of this is going to happen. And I didn't even know about this, but that literally just proved John's point that there's the possibility that more and more of this will happen because people now are going to take the lead of Will Smith and be like, you don't talk about that. You don't say things about that. And now it's okay. The fact that Will Smith was not tackled onto the ground by security when he did that, even if it was fake. I know there's a lot of people that are like, it was fake, it wasn't real, whatever. I don't care. Yeah. The fact that he wasn't tackled to the ground to show that that was not an okay thing to do, regardless of your social status, that's detrimental to comedians, because now you've got comedians that don't know. And for those of you that don't know, Chris Rock, I didn't know, had a brother, and he went on stage and to do his stand-up, and I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but he started his whole spiel with, you go ahead and walk your ass up onto the stage on me, and I'll knock you right the fuck out. Rightfully so.
If you haven't seen Chris Rock's brother, Will Smith would kick the shit out of him, I think, in a fight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Will Smith is no small man. Like,
so this guy, not to cut you off, but to go back to the Chappelle thing, it was a man who came on stage with a fake gun that was actually had a knife that came out of it. So this is the guy, and this is what he had on him. How he gets into a comedy show, I guess, with this, I don't know, but this is what he came out. It flipped out into a knife and was going to apparently try to stab Chappelle. But apparently he tripped, or he was clumsy or something and missed. And then apparently right after, it says right above, Chappelle, meanwhile, continued with his set as he joked that his attacker was a trans man.
So here's the other question is, what was Chappelle talking about that set this guy off?
Oh, they got him good.
Oh, he got fucked up.
Yep, they got him pretty good.
But did they say what set the guy off? Like what made him want to do it? Like,
they said it more or less in this. It looks like it's still under investigation. It remains unclear how Isaiah Lee 23 snuck the weapon into the Netflix scenery that it was there, which was a joke comedy event on Tuesday night. But an unnamed police source told TMZ there was only one entrance area where the metal detector could and should have picked this up. He later allegedly used the weapon as he lunged at Chappelle, who was finishing up his comedy routine at the festival. Obviously, Chappelle was uninjured as Lee was tackled by security guards who appeared to break his arm as he fought back.
Good.
But apparently this guy that tried to get to him was an aspiring hip-hop artist who posted rap videos on YouTube. $30,000 bail has been set. The motive remains
really low bail.
Though his brother told Rolling Stone that his mental health problems have been a pretty out of control thing, and apparently he does have a connection to the trans community, which apparently Chappelle has been accused of making fun of. And then even after it attacked, apparently Chappelle did say that apparently his attacker must have been a trans man.
Yeah, from the sounds of it and the looks of it, it sounded like the DA refused to press charges on the felony, refused to go against him with felony charges. So
yeah. Well, yeah, either way, just crazy times. But yeah, just something that hey, there's Logan. Happy Cinco de Beardo, weirdos. No, it's a happy Cinco de Mayo, and we're talking about mayonnaise. Have we been doing this wrong the whole time? Either way. You guys want to spin it again?
Yeah.
No? Okay, well, I didn't know. There was no comments. Toby's reading.
Well, I read another reason why I'm not publicly out, but I mean, and I'm not saying anything negative about you whatsoever. I fully support the LGBTQ, but your name is non-binary, weeb. So, I mean, that's publicly
Worst pooping in public experience.
I honestly don't have one. Well, I was at a rest stop, and I did that fatal flaw mistake of sitting down without checking to see if there's toilet paper. And I had to low crawl underneath the stalls, and I had to go, and it ended up going 3 stalls over before I found a stall that had toilet paper in it.
Wow. So when you like made your way out where the pants still at the ankles, did you kind of pull them up? Was the ass hanging out?
So to cover the groin, but still left the ass hanging out. So, I didn't have to worry about anything rubbing up in the back end there.
I'd say it's a veteran move, but it is a move by a veteran. So I guess technically it is a veteran move, right?
Yeah. Had to be ready.
Huh.
Just let the legs dangle back there and just drag behind me.
Any weird public pooping incidents? Oh, Brandon's got one.
There was a bar and grill that served really good burgers in Omaha, and I loved going there and eating the burgers. And I don't know what it was. Maybe something I ate at the burger, or something went right through me. So I go to the bathroom and realize fairly quickly that the stall doesn't have one of the most important things a stall should have, which is a door. And so I pooped with about 6 guys coming in and out, and I was like, it was bad. It was bad.
Were you making
one of those where I was like, 2-minute warning, trying to get my pants down before it's either going to end in my pants or it's going to end on the back of the toilet, kind of a thing. Luckily got down in time, but
no. The wife and I recently went to a Chinese place, and man, I had to go. And first thing I did when I went in there, I sat down and I blew that toilet apart. And like one person walked in, and I heard them go, "Oh, nope," and they walked out and they went right back. When I went in there unfortunately was a couple that was sitting right next to the bathroom door. When I first went in, when I came out, they were not located in that spot anymore. And then, of course, I went and had to blow it up again after, because as we all know, it's Chinese buffet, and everybody goes to the bathroom before they leave a Chinese buffet.
Yeah, or you try to find a Chinese buffet that's within driving distance, so But then it's unfortunate, because then once kind of like you clear yourself out, you eat, you eat, poop, whatever the order is, then you're hungry again, or like that. I just don't get it. I don't know what's going on. Like, you eat it so much, then you shit, then you maybe eat a little more because you shit, then you shit, and then you're like, I'm hungry.
It's that MSG, man.
My father was a terrible person, but one of the truly good lessons he bestowed upon me that I pass on to anybody who will listen. When you're in public and you don't know how strong the water pressure is, go by the simple rules of poop flush, wipe flush, and you will be saved. And if you are having an issue like Toby had last night, where it was like 6 days worth, cut it off and go use the poop knife, and then poop knife, flush knife, poop flush, knife flush, and then wipe flush.
Yeah, and then man,
it was like solid rods of iron coming out of me last night. It was not good.
One time I was at a hotel, and the bathroom was I don't know if you call it a hotel, motel. I don't know the definition, but kind of one of those like mountainy, Adirondacky, I guess. Well, that probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but a place where everything's carpet. The bathroom had some carpet, everything had carpet, whatever. You know what I mean? Had a hot tub in the room, everything. So taking a dump, not a good one after a full night of drinking, eating, partying.
Yeah.
Go to flush, it doesn't go down. And it's just kind of sitting right at the top, and you're, oh boy, there's no plungers. It's a hotel.
Yeah, there's never a plunger in a hotel. There never is.
Call the front desk. Say, hey, toilet's clogged. What room is it? I'll tell you. All right, we'll be down. So she comes down. It's like a teenage girl, maybe high 20s. You know what I mean? And all right, so you want me? I was like, why don't you hand me the? I'll take care of this. And like, well, it's policy. I'm gonna have to plunge this for you. And I'm like, you're not gonna want to. Well, I kind of have to. So I get in there, not 100% sure, really, her plunging skills are great. Gets right in there, splatters it. It's coming out of the toilet. She's plunging. There's shit, there's water. And I'm thinking, okay, she's not grossed out. She's been there before. Keep in mind, there's carpet.
there's a way. Yeah. First of all, why the carpet?
No idea.
Why the carpet? Secondly, there's a way to plunge properly when it's like at the rim. Like that's got to be that super slow, cause like caustic bubbles, and then give like a real quick kind of pop, but not enough to where you pull it back out. Like you just and then you push back down slow, and you keep going until that water gets shoved through just enough to now you can start plunging properly.
So she went right for it, right, and just kind of going everywhere, this and that, and I'm like, okay. Finally gets it unclogged, and then she just kind of leaves. I was like, oh, hey, do you think we should probably clean that up? And she's like, well, we'll have to clean it up or whatever when you guys, check out. And I'm like, I'm going to have to shit at least 3 more times, at least twice, maybe a third time. And you want me to just stand in the old shit water? And I'm pretty sure there's some shit. And it was just like, yeah, we'll clean it after checkout. So I'm going to tell you right now, I took another shit, clogged again. I didn't even call her back. We checked out. And then on the way home, I had to stop at a gas station. But either way, checked out. And there was a pleasant thing. So I'm never going to stay in that hotel, in that room again. But it just kind of is like, man, why would anybody want to stay in this?
I would legitimately say, okay, I'm going to check out. And then I would have immediately checked in. And I'm like, I need a different room, please.
I mean, thankfully, it was like the day after. So we were leaving anyways. But, oh, your toilet has a button to flush? That's fancy. I got the old.
By the way, I like the Scream. I like the original Scream reference on the profile picture there.
Oh, nice.
You fancy.
What's his name? Skeet is his
so,
name. I think.
So we're gonna go with the pickle one next week. When we're saran wrap the bowl with the plunger. You're gonna have to. You have
no. What he's saying is you put the plunger in, and then you put saran wrap over. You pop the plunger handle through the saran wrap, and then you can plunge, and it won't splash.
Oh, see, I thought he was trying to like get somebody to sit on the plunger. Like, oh, that's only going to happen to you.
Saran wrapped your toilet. You never saw it coming. There's literally a wooden stake sitting out of that right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great idea, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't travel with saran wrap, and I'm pretty sure the place I stayed at, they didn't have saran wrap if they sent this poor girl to have to plunge them. And I'll tell you one more quick story. I know we're past time, but I had a buddy one time. There's a place called Krogan. They do bologna and cheese and stuff like that near us. And and this kind of segues with Logan being at Cooperstown. So he went down to Cooperstown with, the wife or whatever. They had a kid-free weekend. Stopped, got some Krogan bologna, had some snacks, got drunk, had some great wine, some, IPA, some just heavy beers. He ended up was taking a shit the next day, not feeling real well, taking a shit. And then I was like, that moment where you have to throw up as well, a little hungover, a little out of practice, kind of being that, dad, where you've kind of stopped the partying for a little while. You get one of those moments, you don't have the kids, you try to party like you used to, doesn't turn out great. Decided he had to puked in the sink. Didn't know it, kind of panic. Went to flush the toilet clogs. Sink full of puke. There is a lot of plumbing problems going on. There's nowhere for any of this to go. Of course, no plunger. Calls to the front desk. Hey, we got a little bit of an incident. Can I get a plunger in here? Same almost scenario. They're like, well, we're going to have to plunge it for you. And he was just like, please don't. So he didn't really know what to do. So he said he started panicking while I was there and started scooping the puke out of the sink to the garbage just so he didn't look like an idiot. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it's not like you have a deposit on a hotel room. You know what I mean? So he scoops it all in there, then realizes he can't wash his hands because
yeah.
So he said, they were plunging and trying to get the sink and stuff. He panicked and ran down to go to the lobby to wash his hands in the lobby bathroom, and then realized there wasn't a lobby bathroom. And
oh my God,
that was just a whole disaster.
What a fucking nightmare.
He must be talking to one of you guys, because I know he wouldn't talk to me like that. So it wasn't you I was talking about. You're not the guy. This is 100% story, and I don't know if this wasn't towards you. This was a different guy. I don't know.
Logan, when you come on the show again, we can discuss it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start carrying a plunger with me, just like a travel plunger.
Hey, I'm not joking. Okay, so we all know with my current job, I had to travel all the time, and a lot of times I would be sent to different areas, and I'd have to stay overnight, or I'd have to stay multiple days. I literally started carrying a plunger with me that I would bring with me into the hotel as a just in case. Just because I've been in that scenario myself where I'm like, oh, I don't have a fucking plunger. So I just started bringing one to the hotel with me.
Did you know last week we discovered that there's travel bidets?
Aren't those douches?
It's a handheld.
Is that not a douche? Am I? It's just
they can market them as anything apparently, but
that is a douche.
100%. Yeah. So Logan, again, he was like, okay, this wasn't you. 100%. This was somebody else. I mean, I know it's not overly believable that I have more than one friend, but it was a different friend. It was not Logan, just for clarity. Good old poop stories. That is correct. So next week, we'll potentially be full staff for episode 136. And yeah, it's an adult Capri Sun.
Yeah.
We can't thank you guys enough for whatever reason, spending some of your busy Thursdays with us. And I appreciate every single one of you dealing with our technical difficulties. And Google Chrome, suck it. StreamYard, suck it. Episode 136. We're going to be back next week. Same time, same place. I got nothing else. You guys have anything?
No.
All right, thumbs out. Outro time. Bye.